everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm in my office. Yes, my office. Things are changing at the office. As you all know, I'm sure, if you watch Johnny's videos, he has moved house, and along with that house he got permission to build a shed or a log cabin, or however you want to call it, in the back garden, and that works out financially better for him. So that is the decision that he came to, and he is in the midst of putting that up. I believe it's nearly complete, so by the end of this month he will be out of it. He will be in that shed, and all of his videos, other than the Carboot videos and that, obviously will be filmed in there for his channel. So this whole unit is becoming mine. As scary as that sounds, my rent obviously is now going to be doubling each month, but so is my space. So yeah, he's asked me not to tell anyone yet. Obviously at the time of recording, it is early April, so this video probably won't be going out until everything is gone from in here, and he's ready to announce it on his channel that he is moving into his shed instead. So I'm just getting some footage now so that when the time comes I can post this video, and yeah, we're going to be reorganizing, redesigning. I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet. I think what I'm going to do is, because I am going to be buying his shelving, this shelving's not going to fit in his new unit. A lot of his stuff's not going to fit in there, I don't think, because it's not as big as this. So it'll be interesting to see, or watch his videos to see how he manages to move everything in there. But yeah, I'm going to be getting this blue unit, I believe. I'm not sure whether I want it yet, but that is something that I'm going to be getting. And he's got 10 of these, or 9 I think, of these, which I'm going to be paying him for. The machine here is going to be going, this is going to be going, his rails are going to be going, and his I think these units here he's going to be putting in his new unit. So I think the plan of action, obviously his computer as well is going to be going, is to shift everything down towards the door. This is my plan in my head. So where this red unit is here, I'm probably going to turn this and put this here, and that's going to be my like new stock in shelf. And yeah, then I'm just going to take the design from down there, scoot everything along so it starts here, and continue it down with as much shelving as I have. Obviously this space is going to be clear as well, so I'm not sure whether this is going to change. I know Johnny wants 1/2 of one of these units for his new area, so I think what I'm going to do is, I have a white desk down there, and I'm probably going to move that to here and use that as my white base for my photography. Obviously his wood paneling is going to be going. I don't use that. I don't think that's good for photos, in my opinion. Other people disagree, which is fine. I like the pure white, so I'm going to be using my white desk down there, probably here, which gives me another 1/2, which I'll probably scoot down there that way. Obviously got the board here, that's probably going to be staying unless he wants it. The TV will probably be coming down at some point, because I don't think I'm going to keep that there, because I have other plans. Maybe not for that TV, but a TV in general. So all of this, all of my units are probably going to shift down. I'm not sure how far they're going to end up shifting. It will mean I'll have to redo all of my SKUs. At the beginning, I'm just going to move everything to the new area with the SKUs attached. They're just going to be moved, and then when I get time later on, I don't know when that will be, I'm going to re-SKU everything. Redo the shelving names, redo the SKU names, something that's more long lasting, has more longevity, can add more to it, because at the moment I've got A to Z, and then I've got A1 through to A through to I can't remember, Y1. Let's have a look. A1 through to V1. which doesn't really help me at all, to be honest. I could carry on and do A to Z 2, and I don't want to just do straight numbers. I don't want to just do like box 1 through to box 100 or anything like that, because that's just, I don't know what I'm going to do when it comes to SKUs. Yeah, I need to work out a system. Someone mentioned a system before, which was forever extendable, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was like, I actually can't remember, to be honest, but there was a way of doing it where you can always add more shelving, and the SKU system just continues. So I'm probably going to do that if I can remember what that is. If you know of a good system, and when I say a good system, I mean like the lettering and the number combinations to where I can just have it all on one. Maybe I'll do per shelving. Maybe I'll do shelf 1 through to 6, through to 8, sorry, because 8 boxes fit on a shelf. So maybe I'll do 1 to yeah, maybe I'll do like shelving unit A1, A2 through to 8, and then shelving unit 2 will be B1 through to B8. That would work, because that would give me 27 shelving units, and then technically I could add another shelving unit and add numbers 9 to 16 as many times as I wanted, so I could have the whole unit as A with a number behind it if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do that system. That sounds like that could work. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, because I'm going to have to obviously go through all the boxes, make sure everything that is meant to be in A is in A. Then I have to change that SKU over to whatever the new SKU number is, or SKU letter, and then obviously move it to its new place on the shelf. But what I'm really looking forward to is this section, because I'm shifting everything down, and this is windows all along here, and it's always been blocked because obviously I had my units here. The reason why I'm shifting everything down is because in my mind it's going to give me all of this space to walk down here, and it's going to have all of the window, all the natural light. And then in this corner, because I think what I'm going to do is move my desk to where Johnny's desk is, but I might turn it. I might get a sofa, a nice cabinet, put a TV on top, have a nice little chill zone, because at home I have a laptop and I really enjoy sitting with my legs up at the end of the day. If I've got nothing to do, I'll put the TV on or my Xbox console on, I'll watch something, and I'll have my legs up and I'll just be chilling out, and I'll be listening or doing something on my laptop. Why not be able to do that in here? If I'm going to have twice as much room, I'm not going to be able to fill this with all stock straight away. What it is going to do is going to allow me to spread stuff out. So instead of all this stuff being jammed at the top, I'm going to have nearly twice as much space to jam it onto. Instead of everything on this shelf being so jammed, I'm going to have twice as many shelves to jam it onto. So it's going to be nice. It is a bit stressful. Having to pay twice as much, it's not ideal. So yeah, just thought I would start off filming so you can see where we're starting from. I don't know where I'm going to pick this video up from. I think Johnny's going to be moving stuff out over the next week or so. So I will document his removal of stuff and the opening up of the office. Well, welcome back to the office. And in today's video, we're going to be doing some moving around of stuff, because as you guys know, I am now in the office on my own. Let me just turn you around and I can show you the state of affairs as it currently stands, because it's not pretty. So as you can see, my desk is still here. Not certain yet where this is going to go or whether I'm going to keep it here. The only thing is the Wi-Fi box is here, so I don't want to take it too far away from this, so I might actually move it here, or it might stay in the corner. I'm not sure. It's all messy over here right now anyway, so Yeah, but let me just show you how messy my area is, because this is all stuff that's untested, unphotoed, unlisted. Same with all this stuff here. The rail is obviously overflowing. I've got some bits on here that need to be done. This is my current intake shelf, which is just full up, as you can see. Have stuff down here as well, which is not great. Obviously all my shelving is like rammed down there, but if I take you down, I can show you what I've already done. Excuse the boxes on the floor, they will be moved at some point. So this of course was where he was in before, Johnny was in here before, and I've obviously redesigned this area. I bought 8 of his units and one here, which I'm going to restack, so that will make 9. And I kept the big blue one as well. So this is going to be my new intake shelf. Still have a few bits on the top, and obviously these white boxes are going to be going. This is all the rest of Jonathan's stuff, which is fine. But yeah, this is my new intake shelf. This trolley is dead. I need to throw this away. It's finally bit the bullet, and the handle is like completely gone, but I have the other one, so that's not a problem. But yeah, this is my new intake shelf. It may come this way a bit, and I might put another unit down the end at some point, but the reason why there's no shelving unit at the end as of now is because I've got more space now. I don't need to have the end one. I have enough space to where I don't have to ruin the corners. If you remember in my current situation over there, I have one right at the end. So this one, for example, was wedged in at the end. So this gives me the top shelf, obviously, and then I have 2 boxes per shelf, let's say. So that's 8 boxes I could fit on there. So I would obviously get 8 shelving boxes here, but the problem is that then blocks these ones. So it would block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. So in reality, it's blocking a shelving unit amount of space, because it would make this like an unreachable corner, like in my other units down there, which I never end up putting stuff in. Whereas I can just move that shelf somewhere else where I can access it, and I get all of that access, which is much better. So for the time being, I'm going to keep this empty because it gives me access to the corners. So let me just show you what I'm talking about in case you can't visualize what I'm trying to explain here. So if we go down, for example, this one here, you'll see I have the unit at the end. Now it is split, but it is, for example, this is a whole unit. So it gives me these 8 boxes here, but because I've got these boxes here, it blocks these corner ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you look at these boxes, they are numbered or lettered, and they're all empty because it's a nightmare to get into the things. So by pulling that unit out and utilizing it somewhere else, it actually makes much more sense. So that is what I've done. When it comes to packing and photography, obviously I was doing all my photos on this wall here, which I need to repaint and everything because it's damaged from when Johnny had his wood effects stuff on the wall. This board was kind of my makeshift like white bottom piece, but it would always get dirty, so I would have like the clear rubber. I had like a clear rubber sheet on there, which was good because it stopped the paint from getting dirty and stuff, but in the long run that just got scuffed and it was annoying anyway. So I think what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be using that Canon camera anyway, and I have to look down the sight finder, I don't want to be bending over to look through the sight finder if I'm taking a photo, for example, this low. So I want my photography much higher. So in my brain, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is take this desk over here, which I bought a while ago because I thought it was a good idea to have 2 desks, but I never used it because this one's white. And it's also a manual, not an automatic, rising desk. So I can put this at any height I want. And it's also 4 feet wide, I believe. And if you come back over this way, what else is 4 feet wide is this. So I'm thinking I'm going to have this desk here. I'm going to raise it up so it's more like this height, and then I can snap photos here much higher. Because obviously I'm only going to be photography in like smaller stuff here. It's not going to be I'm putting vacuums on it or anything, because I'm going to do those like outside against the white door, or against the white wall, or for example I could do them down there against that white wall. I have a nice white wall there. But yeah, this light here is in the perfect place. I've turned it around and it is like right here above the thing anyway, so I don't have to move any of the lights. As you'll see, if I turn this on, the lights come on. I have this one here as well, but I can, if need be, move this one in a little bit so it's a little bit closer, and that one will shine on here as well. So I'm not like having to move any of the light structure or any of the cables or anything like that. But what that is going to do is free up this wall here, which I can obviously stack more units if I need to, because the aim of my office now is to have all of the work storage space down this end. This is the boring end, this is the work end. This TV is obviously coming off the wall, because I think what I'm going to do is end up putting these two back to back as my packing table, and have that like more as like an island a little bit further down. But yeah, the aim is to get all of this storage that butts right up to this window and shift it down. So basically this amount of space here, bar 4 feet or whatever the gap will be, so I'll have about this much space from here to here, all the way down against the window. And to be honest, if I put more of my units down here, that will be even more space. So I could stack another 4 of my units along this wall here. That will still give me this corridor here. That like this corridor in will still be here, because obviously my units are not going to come out any further than this. But I could have another 4 units along this wall, because if I'm not using this for photography or packing, because my packing will be further down as a little island, this whole walkway will still be accessible. So I'm still going to have the nice walkway, which is going to be really good. But yeah, I think that desk here up higher with the camera, the decent Canon camera, will be really good. And right, a little bit of an update. Let me just close the door real quick. It's warm in here. So to move all my units, I have to get the stuff off, because obviously I can't drag them around on my own with all the stuff on. So I'm one by one. I was going to use my trolley, but the handle was broken, like I said, and my other trolley's at home. But the first one has been moved over. So this is air fry shelf, which obviously you know where that was originally. This was meant to be on air fry shelf, but I actually lost half of a unit's worth of storage on these 4 shelves, because I'll show you in a minute. Over there I had the end unit half as well. So all of air fry compacted into here. This double thumb putter is meant to be on here as well. I'll just put that there for now. But we have this much space left, so that is all compacted nicely. This was meant to be on air fry, but it didn't fit anymore, so that has been put on top shelf. Not sure why that was put skew air fry anyway in the first place, but that has now gone top shelf. So I'll show you what it's like over here. Obviously this side is going to be nice and easy to deal with. I just have the vacuums and stuff on there, so they'll get taken off and I'll shift them over into place. But yeah, these units don't have to move far, because obviously these ones will only come to here, because there's going to be an alleyway here, because obviously this is a double. So yeah, it's not like I'm moving them centuries over, but it will be nice. So yeah, we're going to work backwards. So I only ever had air fry, BenQ, Donald and Tesla as free shelving. So that over there is what that is now, where I've shown you. This will all become new free shelving, so these will all have new names. So I have to come up with new names. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new shelving names, because I'll just go all the way across. So there'll be one name here, and that'll be this, that, and that. This name here will be this, that, and that, etc. So I'll have 8 new free shelvings. So that is going to be great for stuff like this, where I don't want it to go in a tub. It will go there. And then that frees up more shelving for vacuum cleaners, and potentially, if need be, more tubs. Because obviously this will all then be empty. So I can either have more free shelving once this is all shifted over, or I can go down the route of getting some more tubs and then coming up with a new system for the tubs, because I'm not happy with the current system. At the moment I have A to Z, and then I have A1 through to like F1, no, Y1 or something, and I'm not happy with that. What I'm probably going to do is have a shelving letter. So the shelf will be A, and then I'll have box 1 through to 8, so I'll know it's A1, A2 all the way up to 8, and then shelving unit 2 will be B, B1 through to 8. That is probably the way I'm going to go. That's going to take a little bit longer to do, because I have to re-skew everything on the computer on eBay. So first I'm just going to get the units moved and sorted in place. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm glad Johnny left me this. He didn't charge me for that or anything, so I'm very appreciative of that, because the extra space on here is really helpful when it comes to intake of stuff, because obviously these ones aren't very deep. These are 4 feet by 2 feet, whereas I think this is like 5 feet by 3 feet. So that extra amount of area to put your new stock on that is not photoed is going to be great, because I can just look at that and I can go, right, I'm going to do the top row today, I'm going to photo all of that, and then tomorrow I'll come in and I'll do the second row. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm going to turn the camera off, get some more work done. I was going to do loads of, like, you know, sped up footage and everything of it, but I have to keep the camera charged, and you know, it's just a pain while I'm doing it. So I'm just going to keep popping in every now and again and giving you a little bit of an update. So the next time that a significant amount has changed, I'll come back and let you know. I think what I'm going to do next is obviously the rest of those shelves, move them over, and then I'm going to work on moving all of my new stock over to the new shelving over there. Right, I will be back soon. Right, a little bit of an office update. As you can see, everything is changing. The windows, oh my god, how amazing to have the windows back all the way around. Oh, this just became a 20 out of 10 office space. It's no longer dark in this corner. Right, a little bit of an update. So I did a car boot yesterday with Percy, and he came back and assisted me for about 3 hours to get this end of the office done. You would have seen in the last clip me messing around down that end. Everything is pretty much where it needs to go as of right now. It's just a matter of fine-tuning and cleaning up and putting everything on the shelf in the right place, because it's still quite messy. I've only got 3 parcels to send out. It's currently Monday. It's 11:26 in the morning. The high street down there is a little bit quiet this Monday, but yeah, let me show you around, because this is how it's going to look, just a lot cleaner, because right now it's quite dirty. And it's funny because now this end of the office is the darker end, whereas this end was the brighter end before, because that was all closed off. All the windows were blinded up, so we only had the lights from above lighting this, and it felt really bright. But now when you go down that end, it's actually bright with natural light, so it's very messy, so excuse that. But yeah, as you can see, this is the door. That photo will be coming down. You'll come in, this is my unload section, so this is all unlisted stuff. So now you can see exactly why I needed to do this. This is unlisted, this is unlisted, unlisted, this all needs to get put on there. All of this is unlisted, all these vacuums are unlisted, stuff from yesterday at the car boot needs to go on that shelf. These clothes are unlisted, that is unlisted, that is unlisted, that is unlisted. I got a whole wedding dress, which I got ages ago, which I've not done anything with. brand new. Someone ordered it, paid for it, cancelled their wedding during COVID, and I ended up with the wedding dress about 2 years later. I still haven't done anything with it. I don't even know what's in the bag, to be honest. I never even bothered opening it up. And then if we come down here, some of this stuff on the windowsill is unlisted. This coffee machine, pretty much all of this stuff up here all needs to go down as well. But look at this. This is all my free space now. So these 2 units here I'm keeping. This is going to be a little kitchen area. I don't know exactly where I'm going to set this up yet. I might do in the corner like so, or I might do like here and here and block off the kind of like computer area, or just have it like there. I'm not sure, but I am getting 2 single-seater sofas in here because I have a nice Chesterfield at home which I'm going to bring in, and I've got another one. I might end up buying a 2-seater at some point to put in here if need be. There's literally going to be no one in here at any time unless I invite someone into the office, so I don't really need a 2-seater, but I do like putting my legs up on the sofa when I'm listing on a laptop, so that is going to be nice. I'm going to get a nice TV stand here, and a nice 40-50 inch TV is going to go on there. So yeah, I'll probably have the kitchen in that corner, put the fridge, and I'm going to get a air fryer and a mini oven, maybe even one with like a grill top, not like a frying top, so I can have like a pan on it or something if I want to do some beans or something. I don't know. It's not going to be too technical, but it's just because I don't like that kitchen. Everyone goes in there, they steal all my plates, my cutlery and everything, so I'm going to have everything in here so I don't have to go in there, unless I need to use the sink, of course, to clean up. But other than that, it's all going to be contained in here. Right, it is about 3:30 in the evening. I got some stuff to do on my computer before I head home. I'm probably going to be here till like 5, maybe 6, just cleaning things up and getting things together. However, we're nearly done. As you'll see, we now have the photography area almost complete. I need to get the backboard complete, obviously, because no good taking photos into a void of shelving there. So we're going to get some plyboard, maybe some sort of white area. It's going to be higher than this. It's going to be probably down to about that level, just because this can go up and down. So if I ever want to do something at a lower level, maybe sat at a chair, I can do that. I can put it down and there'll still be white behind it. So that's going to be good. So I'm going to get that done in the next week or so, because I got so much stuff to process over here. As you can see, the shelving is now pretty much 100% full. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to work through, but I expected that, obviously, with the move and everything, moving everything around. I've just got loads of stuff that's come in that I've not been able to get done. So I got to find a place on the shelving for all of these vacuums. These have all been photoed and listed, so they need to go on the shelf at some point, but they're not as regular shaped as these ones, so they're not going to be stacked quite as nice, but they'll go on this shelf somewhere in the next day or so when I get round to putting them on the shelf. Obviously, like I said, these are all empty currently, don't have names for these shelves, but once I start processing this stuff, it'll probably go over there, something like that. Still haven't completed the clothes yet because I'm 2 boxes shy. However, these did come from B&M, I believe, so I should be able to pick up 2 more of these boxes, not a problem. Obviously, I swapped them out for the big boxes, which have now gone back on the shelf in here. I got 4 more of them. However, I will be too shy on the white clear boxes, so I'll have to get 2 of the black ones back on the shelving for the time being. Probably hide them in that corner down there so I don't really see them that often. If it becomes a problem looking at them all the time, because I know it's going to really annoy me, I'll have to see if I can get some more clear ones. However, these did come from Costco. They always did the black ones and then they got the white ones in, or the clear ones, whatever you want to call them, and I've not seen them since, so I'm not sure whether it's still a range that they're stocking. But I go to Costco every like 2 weeks or so, so I'll keep an eye out, and if I see them, then obviously I will pick 2 clear ones up, because like I said, I am changing the system with the tubs anyway, so All of these letters and stuff that are on here now, that's all going to get changed in the next week or so. Empty the bin, some rubbish here, and then obviously this is all a big mess currently. Oh, the kitchen is complete for now. This needs to be pushed in at the bottom a little bit. It's a bit wonky, but yeah, I got my fridge, got a little bin, unit for all of my cutlery, bowls and stuff. It's all here. I've got my kettle, got my air fryer, coffee machine, which is nice. Got my beans up here as well, and some tea bags. So yeah, that's nice. I need to be able to keep this clean and stuff going forward, but that's going to be nice. I am going to get a little mini oven in here, just a tabletop one that I can grill stuff in if I want, you know, although I can do it pretty much in the air fryer, but having one of those is quite nice, so I'll probably look out for one of them at the car boot. I wanted one that had the stove top, but we'll see. Need to clean this unit and straighten it up because the bottom is a little bit out of whack. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to keep the kitchen area, because I was going to have it here, but then it's kind of like blocking off the computer area. And then obviously I'm going to have my TV unit here with a big TV on it. It's quite nice to have it out of the way. And then I can have the sofa here, maybe get a nice little rug in the middle, some sort of table where I can sit, have a cup of tea, do some listings on a laptop. Yeah, there's my camera. Put that over by the photo area. This is the packing area like I showed before. It's very messy right now. Thankfully I only had 3 parcels to get out today, so I've done that. Let's get the lens back on here before I break it. I can't do it with one hand, but yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave this video, guys. Let me know what you think, obviously, of the new layout in the comments down below. What do you think? It is so nice having these windows, though. I don't know how else to explain the feeling of having this all lit up. Like, you go down that end and it feels dingy and dark, even though that was the bright area before, which is crazy to think. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do with my computer is shift it over into this gap here, and then I actually have a little like desk underneath desk treadmill sort of thing, but it has like a handle. And I might just put that in the corner there. It's nothing massive or anything. It just means I can, you know, if I'm in here not got anything to do really, I can either put it under the desk and do some work while I'm walking on it, or I can just do 10,000 steps in the corner. That'll only take like 40 minutes or something. Get my step count up. It's always good to hit 10,000 a day. Yeah, 10,000 a day keeps the belly away, as they say. Got to move all my tax stuff and printer somewhere, because obviously that was all hidden underneath that desk before. And yeah, all these clothes, I got to take these home. These are all like gym clothes and stuff that I've accumulated in the office over a little while. My old keyboard, bog roll in case the toilets are out, mouse mat that needs to go, jacket. Yeah, got a lot of cleaning to do over the next few days, but I want to be completely complete by the 1st of May. I want to pay my first full rent, walk in on the 1st of May, and just be ready to go, you know, like I've paid the full amount this month for the first time rather than 50-50, and I want to be able to come in and just crack on, everything be where it's meant to be. So that gives me another two and a bit days to get that done, which I think is possible. And yeah, we're nearly there, so yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to come in here, have the whole thing ready to go and just crack on. Yeah, I was kind of worried that I would end up blocking in a lot of this. I was going to put a unit at the end of each of these, which would have obviously encroached in the walkway, but I think this is the best way forward, to be honest. I didn't have to move the lights or anything, which is really nice. Just turned them around, and yeah, this is perfect. I can go straight from there to here, straight onto the shelving units. It's going to be great. So, yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and the new layout of the office, I think I've smashed it, to be honest. I think I've 100% optimized this office for one person. The way it was before was perfect for 2 people, but for one person I think this is the best, because I was going to make this 3-foot gap, which obviously would have 3 foot there and there, which would have saved me 3 feet, and then I could have put another single lane here. But with the 3 feet rather than the 4-foot gap, I couldn't get stuff onto the shelf as freely as I wanted. So yeah, I think I really have nailed the layout here, and it's probably as optimized as it can be. If it comes to it in the future, I can get another couple units here and some down the ends as well, but I don't think that's going to be happening because that is going to block stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you got to the end of the video, use the word nice office in the comment section in a sentence, and then I will know that you've got to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, guys, and I of course will see you all in the next one. Take care, bye bye.
We too long.